wait. If you guys are feeling good and I'm feeling good, it's going to be a good trip. So, my name's Isaac. I'm your skipper. That is Meta. She is your crew and guide. That is Alex, our wonderful photographer. We all know a lot about whales. If you guys want to know something, stand up, go for a walk, come have a chat. Talking about chats, these things are called life jackets. They're under your seats. They're very easy to use. Over your head, arms through here, pull down around your back and tie them up in front of you. Now please make sure they're nice and neat, just like this. If they're not neat, we all look really unprofessional on the 9 o'clock news. Just joking, that won't happen again. We are going whale watching today. Not swimming with whales. Please don't go swimming. If anyone does decide to go swimming, hands up, point at them. Can I get everyone to do that? Hands up. Yep, point at the person. Wonderful, now just wave goodbye. Joking, I'll come back for you. On a more serious note, if anyone needs to use the bathroom, it's right there. If you take away one thing from this conversation, please don't be sick in my bathroom. If you're sick in that bathroom, it ruins Alex's day. You don't want to do that. If anyone does feel seasick, back of the boat, it's the best place to be. Number one, it moves less and you've got a lot of fresh air. Number two, it's as far away from me as you can possibly get. In all seriousness, if you do feel seasick, come have a chat. There's a lot of things you can do. If you've got layers on, you want to be cool, a lot colder than you think. Breathe in a lot of fresh air, stay calm, watch some whales. Sweet as, you guys keen to find some whales?
Yeah.
Wicked, let's get out of here.
How's everyone? Good? Excited? Fantastic. Yeah, so just a 1 minute background information about myself. I'm going to be a whale guide for today. I'm originally from Germany, but I also spent many years living in Tonga in the South Pacific, which are the humpback whales breeding grounds. And I've been working there as a certified whale swimming guide. So I've got a great understanding of what's happening below the surface and pretty excited passing on some of my insights by whatever we are encountering today. Yeah, and we as a team, we are very excited taking you out today and introducing you to these incredible creatures. And our question is, have you seen whales before? 2 people, half of the boat, fantastic. You're all part of the team for today and you can help us to find the whales. Yeah, Sydney is one of the best spots in the world to see humpback whales. And we're more than halfway through the season, nearly coming to an end. The southern migration is in full swing. Many whales are still in Queensland at the Great Barrier Reef, but we have plenty traveling now through Sydney. Most of them have a little baby whale on their side, because they are no swimming through Sydney, because they want to leave Australia. They are going back down to Antarctica, which is 5,000 kilometers away from Australia, to their feeding grounds. Yeah, and every day is very different in whales' behavior, even in sea and weather conditions, so we never know what to expect. But this is the beauty of whale watching, because anything is possible. And on some days it might be very playful, and some days it might be a little bit more resting and sleeping. So we don't know what these guys are up to today. Yeah, but do you have any idea what we are looking out for in order to find and spot a whale? Any idea? No? So we are looking out for the spout and the horizon, because whales are mammals such as us. That means they have giant lungs, and the air in their giant lungs is much warmer than the air outside. So when they're coming up for air and powerfully exhaling, they're creating this beautiful spout on the horizon that hangs up to 3 meters high and can be seen probably 500 meters easy away. It's first time we're looking out for. But also we're looking out for giant tail flips on the horizon, or big splashes, because humpbacks are very acrobatic in nature. And when an animal is 40 ton of body mass lands back on the surface, it creates this giant splash. And these bodies can usually be seen 5 kilometers away. So if you see any of those signs, please let us know. We are using this boat as a clock, 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock. If you get the direction confused, don't worry, just scroll lower and point in that direction. And then Isaac is going to help you to figure out in which direction we are driving in order to approach whatever we have encountered and going from there. Yeah, but also we have fitted rules and regulations just for your understanding. That means when we are operating this boat, we always have to leave at 9 o'clock or at 3 o'clock so that the boats can see us very well. The eyes are on their side, they can hear us very well. Yeah, anything is possible from the right, but I stop talking for now because I want you guys to really settle in, make yourself at home. Ideally stand up,
Yeah, well,
Oh my god, that video, okay.
yeah. Feeling okay? Yeah. go.
God, you better not my life.
Is this slippery or?
You really have to sit there and think. Want to come here?
Isaac up again. 2 o'clock, about 150 towards north end there.
Can you come in here? Come up behind. Yeah. Sneak it.
Just don't drop the phone.
It's, I know, you're like, you know, you're almost scary. I know, I'm not. Now let's jump in.
Yeah, Isaac, right next to the cliff, mate. Isaac, right in the cliff. Just blew again. Blake's going to run over him.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, wow.
Why is the water a little bluer than there?
That's just aeration of the water as it lands in.
Oh, okay.
We got that on camera, guys. You'll get a photo of that tonight.
Alex got it on camera. I hope it could have been someone telling us to go away. That was enormous. And that was a big whale. So 95% of the time when you see it, it can't breach, because I was saying before that these guys don't eat, they don't have a lot of energy. And so for mum or anyone who's over about like 7 years old, to breach is really special because you don't see it very often. And so
So that'd be about 35 tons, 30 tons to shut down in. So that's why.
seeing what's going on around them. They have amazing eyesight. They do celestial navigation, and so they look at the stars to navigate. And so their eyesight.
Here, guys.
That's a their eyesight is actually warm out of the water. So sometimes they'll breach to see what's happening.
Isaac.
Yeah, I got another key business Jakey radio, Jake.
There it is. Yeah, there's two. There's one, the big one, and then there's
Two right there.
There's two.
Oh, yeah, it's two. Yes, fine.
Yeah, just a radio check. Working all day.
boys will get a copy of the photos tonight, free of charge.
Sweet.
So we got that too.
Awesome. Good job.
Did you see it though, with your eyes? Yeah. I think if you couldn't see it, you have your eyes closed. Isaac, push. Yeah. What's that, sorry? Yes, yeah. You get the photos straight to the outside, drop them to the same.
The same. He's taking photos, and you guys get the photos whether you like it or not. No, I do is I post them and I go to my system.
What was that, Isaac? No, what were you saying before?
Oh, now, see how these look now. That's why they're trying to go there. Oh, yeah. Poor thing. Stop it? Yeah. Wipers on. Are you up from my mirror?
When he leaped and went in the water, it turned a different blue.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that cool? So pretty.
Yeah, I can imagine hanging on this beam.
Okay.
Hey guys, up the front, I'm about to take off. I just need to get you guys to sit down, sorry. Oh, not sit down, stand up. I got that the wrong way around.
this area is not called Lonely.
Is that a jet ski?
We have a mom in a car.
Looks like a jet ski.
How is it?
Baby whale was doing a little bit of left-tailing. And we have 2 big whales on our line to turn it on our side.
Oh, right there.
Oh my God. Okay, they move. They move.
That's where they are.
Found him.
He's gonna show his tail. Show me your tail. Oh. I didn't realize that was. Except I do my left side. It's 6.
Oh, weird.
I know. I didn't know that.
Huge numbers of them. And in the breeding ground, which is definitely different scenario than in Sydney, where whales often hanging out completely.
Over there, up front.
2 o'clock. 2 there. 2.
And even further out, I thought I saw one. Way up there.
Especially when it comes to layers, because layers are usually the ones that are singers, and they are singing so hard and hard and protect the singer. But some whale species work, for example,
Ah, là.
Up again.
On est tout le temps du bon côté. Ouais, les plutôt à droite. Ah, elle est chez peut-être la maman, parce qu'elle a l'air d'être plus lentement que les autres. Worry about it later. En fait, on dirait
I know.
Oh my God, right there.
Wow, elle est juste là. Elle est,
I hope it's friendly.
So he's quite around us. Isn't that beautiful? So these are definitely 2 youngish whales.
the 3. No one.
That you can sense, and a little bit curious, playful. Oh my God, this doesn't get any better. And one is also like a species. But you can definitely sense the way that they came up. That's
Guys on the side, can we please keep moving up? Thank you.
right. Next step. Please move us all the way. We have to make these wonderful shows for everyone. So this doesn't get any better.
Where's your tail?
Yeah, well, never been. They know exactly where we are.
Oh, I got it.
That means,
And again. That was a breach.
Way out there?
Yeah, way out, guys.
So when these birds are jumping out of the water, it has many meanings, especially when they're breaching.
Oh, wow. Jeez.
And just behind too, guys.
Yep.
Keep it running.
this is the guy with a little white stripe on top of the dorsal fin. So this is the But actually, they just come up everywhere. And then when they meet each other, then they come together for a short period of time. Yeah, but also when you're seeing, for example, this headland is far distant. I mean, we don't know the scenario, but what could happen is sometimes when a male is approaching a male in the car, because sometimes the males become a little bit dominant, because the male's intention is always to get rid of the male. So the females activate again in the facial to the girls and females to both the male. And sometimes when the man doesn't want to have a male on the girl, she can often start to have them. She can have them and it can be sometimes an invitation towards other males. You kiss them, come around, I don't want to be alone any longer, please let's come together. But it can also be, please stay away. I don't want to have you in my area. And also when the birds were often used on the rest of their skin and parasites. So, yeah. So that's many reasons.
Right there. Oh, wow. I would just like to inspire you just for a couple of minutes about the humpback whale's comeback story. Because global whaling has been happening many years ago, but also many years ago, which is correct. But even Sydney used to be back in the days a whaling town, even Circular Quay was the whaling station. Back in the days, commercial whaling was happening mainly before the invention of electricity, because humans have used hundreds of whales and they were using the body fat, what we call the blubber, because the blubber contains lots of oil, and that oil was used for fuel and for oil lamps. So but then in the 50s and 60s and 80s, people really started to realize that many whales in the planet have been moving out close to extinction. And then they started really like a whale movement and really literally making new decisions for the new information around the planet in order to preserve our development. And for some species, they have literally paid off big time, especially for the humpback whales, because they have been since the 80s bounced back to pre-whaling numbers. It is absolutely fantastic and worth the celebrate. So humpback whales in general are an inspiration for what's possible when humans started to come together, making new decisions what's possible. Yes, many whale species are kind of fast still, critically endangered. For example, the blue whale, which is the largest animal ever lived around the planet, and also there's a bit of a reason in time. Humpback whales, we have 7 populations in the 7 hemispheres. They're usually bouncing back and forth between breeding grounds and feeding grounds, up and down. So, with the blue whale, they're also breeding birds, they're solitary beings, they're living all across the planet. But also helping bring the birds for the sharks, that there are certain people have the shark next to the ocean. And then also when it comes to our households, that we are more investing into that are ocean friendly, biodegradable, organic, technical, sustainable. We have many things that we can do out of them. Those are the upper birds, which is fantastic. Share Thank you.